Hey, what's up, you guys? You're watching Team APS. Paul here, and Calvin. And in today's video, we're going to share what are our top 5 most forgotten cards. By forgotten, we mean cards that were supposed to be, influential on the meta.
Just didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah, they were supposed to be good.
Hype train.
And some were expensive, Yeah, it's on Twitch.
Yeah.
But some are even expensive, or got really pricey and then just kind of didn't really end up doing anything. So, yeah, you can have the honors. You can start.
Fixing my tie. Card that didn't live up to its hype to me would be Supply Squad.
Yeah, I remember this one. This one got, it was in a structure deck. So
yeah, the reason being for me was like, when the structure deck came out, I think it was like a $5-6 common. I mean, the structure deck was only like, what, $11-12.
Yeah.
So, $5-6 common, you would think it would do a lot more. The reason it's on my list though is because at that time I was playing Scraps.
Yeah,
I think that's
on
when
paper
the
it
Scrap
seemed.
Field Spell had just came out also.
It was right around that time, yeah. Scrap.
Everybody's like, oh my god, this in Scraps is going to be great. And in my mind, I'm like, from playing Scraps, I'm like, okay, I really don't want to draw the cards because of Scrap Storm and stuff like that. And then the Field Spell also, I really had the cards still in my deck. So I'm like, Scrap Yard seems good on paper, but I don't want to draw the cards I want to get with Scrap Storm and Scrap Factory. So it's just not going to work to me.
See, I think that with this card, people kind of fell into that, and they've been known to fall into this mindset of like a card is, it pluses you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, your monsters are gonna die all the time, and you get to draw with it. So like, it sounds, good deal, right? Like great. But then you realize that, it's not really advancing your strategy. It's just like kind of giving you cards back. I mean, like, it's kind of a slow card, People played it in Yang Zing because they would like use it with the creation.
It's still stuff I don't want to draw. I want the cards in the deck, so it's still just like.
Yeah, that's true. So Supply Squad's definitely one. Mine is Lose One Turn. A card that like it just kind of just disappeared. I mean, like it got play.
It did
at the start. Like Lose a Turn was actually for a lot of people a pretty annoying card because it slowed down the fast combo decks. Lose a Turn just kind of like halted you because you didn't get your effects. You didn't get to. Oh, I'm gonna use Tour Guide and summon this, and it's gonna use this effect and summon that, and I'm gonna Z some of these things. Evolvable Chain and like send this, and like so it just kind of said like nope, slow down, and it gave you a lot of extra time. Effectively your opponent lost a turn. Sounded great on paper. It sounded like it could be the next Floodgate. Kind of this mix of like Vanity's Emptiness and Skill Drain. Brainchild. But where did it go? Right? Like, what do you think? Like, why do you think it kind of fell to?
I'm trying to text my mother, hey, it takes forever. It went nowhere. That's where it went. It did well in Cleese.
Yeah, Cleese still kind of. I guess some builds run it.
It
was a cool tech.
At one point, it was like, oh my god, it's so good. It has to hit the 1, and it didn't hit the 1.
Yeah.
And it just still didn't.
Have you noticed how that happens? Honorable mention. I've got an honorable mention.
Honorable.
Yeah, is the hands. They should have been on this list. Fire and Ice Hand. Do you remember those?
Yes.
Those things like. They just vanished.
About the third one though.
Yeah.
These hands.
Fire and Ice Hand. Do you remember how much people complained about those though? You remember people were like very angry about those cards.
Yeah.
These are not fair. They float too much. They pop your opponent's field, and like they should be limited. And
it didn't happen, and they still just kind of died.
Yeah. So it feels like if stuff just doesn't get limited, people just forget.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next card? Would you say?
You go again.
Okay. I don't remember. He disagrees with me on this, but I'm gonna say Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit.
I don't agree.
I just don't think it's okay, relative to how like hand traps set this precedent of like new hand traps will be staples. Because Effect Veiler and Maxi, like we see what they've done. They've stayed relevant. Ghost Ogre hasn't seen the same results. And I think for it being secret rare and, costing a lot of it, it stayed around like 40, 50, 60 bucks for a long time.
But I feel like it got a lot of play actually though. Like
like in Cosmos at first.
I'm not gonna say it was like a staple, but it was one of those cards where like if you had, you definitely played it.
The same can be said of a lot of stuff. Well,
but I feel like it got a lot of play though.
If you had it. Maybe the fact that it was expensive is why it didn't catch on. Maybe it's not that the card is bad. But then again, the card's been reprinted now and people aren't playing it. It got reprinted in Gold Series. And it's like $5, but I don't know, maybe just like compared to the past hand, the precedent set by past hand traps, it doesn't feel like it really lived up to it. You know, it didn't fill its shoes, right? I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think it, I think it could have done much more.
But for me though, my next one would be Pot of Riches. I remember when it came out, like, it was one of those cards I thought was gonna be a lot of. So again, I bought like 9 when it first came out, and I think that was when Ignite was getting another card or something. So
Pot of Riches was supposed to be
great because of all these pendulum decks. Like, shuffle 3 pendulums back, draw 2 cards.
It sounds like, the Pendulum Avarice.
So you can't do anything but pendulum summon, so it's like,
yeah, it's okay.
This card is just gonna be a staple at 3 for every pendulum deck.
So it looked, you know, it was walking the walk.
It looks the part.
In a sense, yeah. But
I feel like it just didn't really do what it wasn't efficient.
I think what ended up
I thought it was gonna be.
Is like the pendulum just got better ways to do it themselves. Like within their archetype, like, you know, Cleese had, what was that? You know, like Recreate, or no. Climate change. Yeah. And like Performance Pals, they don't even care. Like, I mean, you know, they're just so fast.
They don't even know what they do.
Yeah, so they just do what they want. So it's like Pot of Riches just, I don't know. It just didn't really catch on.
And then I think, basically, what you said, most days I have a way to get it back to a certain place anyway.
I guess
it was only one card.
Honorable mention, since you brought
2 honorable mentions.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, Magical Spring, a very similar, like,
it's like the Max C sort of.
It's
like
sort of the Max C card where you're supposed to. Yeah, not a lot to say about it. It was supposed, people were like, oh yeah, this is like great anti-pendulum card. You know, it's gonna, you know, be there. You know, you can. But my next actual one is, and what's supposed to be on the last of this list, unless we think of others.
We gave you 2 extra as bonus.
Yeah, we don't get paid for this, so I appreciate it. Galaxy Cyclone. It's another one of those spells. Have you noticed how many of these are like, you know, those spells like Pot of Riches and Magical Spring? Galaxy Cyclone was meant to be like, oh, this could like be the new MST. You know,
change the game.
Because it's 2 for 1, right?
Pendulums are coming. They're the next wave, and this card is gonna change it.
Quick, I'm gonna destroy my opponent's Mirror Force. You know, and then next turn I'm gonna pop their scale or pop their, you know, their mistake or whatever that's face up and give me problems. And then like it just didn't work that way.
It went down.
And for like, you know, a couple of reasons, I guess. It was a secret, so that never helps. You know.
Stop making those cards secrets.
Yeah, that'd be a good
help
good first step. And like also just like it's slow. It sounds like good on paper, but you know how the game moves so fast.
Yeah.
You might be dead, you know, before you get a chance to do that. And also, there's one last reason I don't think it caught on. Imperial Iron Wall was like the floodgate it could actually get rid of. And that was a popular card at the time.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So unfortunately, it just wasn't. Well, I wanted to say it's like too early or late for its time. It just didn't manage. Then we got Twin Twister, and I just said, screw that. Get out of here.
High fire.
So, yeah. Any more?
Nothing.
No, not really.
And we gave a bonus too.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, 7 for the price of 5.
You can't beat that deal with
that means share it with 7 friends.
7
instead
friends.
of the 5 you were going to share it with.
Oh, you can share it with more.
Yeah, or more. Or at least tell them to each share it with. Anyway, that's the video. We hope you liked it. What are cards that, you know, from Yu-Gi-Oh! History that you feel just underperformed, didn't live up to, you know, the hype? And, you know, this list can go on and on. There's loads of cards.
Yeah, what cards do you think just never really
didn't catch on, and why? Because I feel like it's always, sometimes it's because they're secret rare, sometimes it's just people got, you know,
older cards still did what he was trying to do better.
Yeah,
so
that's the vid. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, subscribe for new videos Monday, Wednesday, Fridays mostly, and check out TCGplayer. They sponsor this channel. They have good, you know, products, singles and sealed, other card games as well, and articles.
They got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, link in the description. I think it's gonna be it. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I'm doing videos with Paul. Okay, bye.